I know you're not really big on the fad diets. You've talked about that before. I don't know if this is so much a fad diet or not, but the hot thing these days seems to be gluten-free products. Is gluten really that bad for us?
Well, here's the thing, and this is, I get a little incensed when things get commercialized, right? Because you can find so many gluten-free products in a food trade store or food trade show or a health food store. But if you look at the ingredients, who cares? They're probably, or, you know, a bag of gluten-free cookies is still a bag of cookies, right? Here's the problem with gluten, and it's a legitimate problem. Back in the 60s, what happened is, just because of our growing agricultural practices, they pretty much, I think, genetically modified the wheat crops to make this dwarf wheat, which increased the yield, also increased the stickier glutinous materials, and it decreased the nutritional value. So I would say a good 90% of folks are sensitive to gluten, absolutely. And the thing that matters to me, I don't need a big old research study. When I have somebody come in my office and we're like, look, just for a month, I'm going to take you off all corn gluten, wheat gluten. Let's see how you do. And when things start to abate, aches, pains, skin conditions, weight starts to drop, we don't need much else, okay? There's definitely a sensitivity there. And so they're going to be better off, and maybe more in moderation, because it's in everything, especially if you're eating refined, processed, you know, quick grab-and-go food.
And a lot of people, like you said earlier, think that, oh, if it's gluten-free, that equals healthy. But you really have to pay attention, don't you?
You really have to pay attention, because wheat gluten is one thing. Corn gluten there is sometimes just as nasty as wheat gluten, and certainly the crops are questionable as far as their purity and not being genetically modified, et cetera. So we want to watch those things.